Hello, everyone. This is William Armstrong here with a web browser Chromium news, a little bit involving Chromium browsers. Opera themselves have put out a statement on blogs.opera.com /desktop /2023 /01 opera windows 7 8 as you can see in the video, that they've announced that if you can continue to use Opera on Windows 7 and Windows 8.1 since Microsoft no longer supports them. The short answer is yes, you can use Opera version 95, which uses the Chromium rendering engine version 109, but Chromium version 110 for Chromium-based browser 111 will only support Windows 10 and Windows 11 going forward. What will end up happening is Opera version 95 is the last version, therefore security updates and feature updates are no longer going to be provided for Opera browser version 95 on Windows 7 and Windows 8.1 systems, since Microsoft has killed support for Windows 7 back in 2020 and killed support for Windows 8.1 in January 10th, 2023. I'll read it. It says here, by now you'll have seen that Windows 7 and Windows 8.1 are no longer supported by Microsoft, having reached an end-of-life status. What does this mean in practical terms? It means that devices surrounding Windows 7 and Windows 8 will not be receiving any more updates or technical support, and more critically, will not be receiving any more security updates. This leaves systems vulnerable to potential attacks, threats, or bugs. So basically, with Microsoft ending support for Windows 7 and Windows 8.1 and Chromium following suit, the end of support extends to all major browsers on these versions of the operating system. So from now on, all major browsers, including Opera, will no longer get security and feature updates if used on those versions of Windows. Older versions of Opera will, however, continue to work on Windows 7 and Windows 8.1. So what should you do? First, check which version of Windows your machine is running on. If you haven't bought a new computer since 2015 and haven't upgraded yourself, chances are you're running one of the two end-of-life OS versions. See exactly which version you're running by finding your My Computer or this PC icon in your system. Right-click on it and press Properties. If you are indeed running Windows 7 or Windows 8.1, then you have a few options depending on whether you want to upgrade or not. Upgrade to new versions of Windows. Upgrade to a newer version of Windows. End of support for an OS is usually a good indication it might be time to upgrade. At this point, any security vulnerabilities, bugs, and other issues that developers would otherwise have been able to address will no longer be fixed. This puts your device and personal data at potential risk. So you can start by checking if your device supports a software upgrade to the latest Windows OS. Windows 11, the current version, has certain hardware requirements that make it difficult for older computers to qualify. However, Windows 7 and Windows 8.1 users can still upgrade to Windows 10 for free, and that version is still supported by Microsoft. That company provides a handy guide on how to upgrade here at that link. Then again, it might be that your computer is getting on in years too. Most new Windows PCs that these days have Windows 11 pre-installed, so with a new desktop or laptop computer, you should be set for some time to come. My computer is an HP laptop that's got Windows 11 Home Edition preloaded on it. Therefore, it can use Opera on there if I want to. Linux systems such as Linux Mint, Ubuntu, Kubuntu, Debian, Gentoo, Arch, Fedora, they all can be used in place of Windows 8.1 or Windows 7. As long as they're 64-bit, you'll still be able to enjoy Opera on Linux systems that have been installed on computers that run Windows 8 or Windows 7. You can still enjoy Opera on those computers that are unable to upgrade to Windows 10 or Windows 11. So if you've got Opera on Windows 8 and Opera 95 is the last version, if you want to upgrade to future versions of Opera when they get released, your best bet is to get a whole new computer or upgrade to Windows 10 from Windows 8 if you still can. It's still free to do, even though it has since long ended. But it would be best if you just went ahead and got a new computer or if you cannot get a new computer too much, you can use Linux as an alternative to get Opera on, since Opera is still supported on Linux, since Linux never really gets old. It gets newer and newer and newer, with new kernel versions coming out and new versions of the distros coming out, things like that. So let me go back a little bit directly here. The Chromium engine in Opera is at 109.0.54.14.120, and it says Opera 95 is the last version you can use Windows 7 or Windows 8. So this is William Armstrong signing out. See you next time. Bye-bye.